How we doing, boys?
Hello.
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 I just did it again.
Hello.
Hello.
Not
Welcome in.
Not Cuban.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome in. All right. Welcome to Three Grandmas Yapping About Movies. We got Mario. We've got the Blue Man Group and me. This is JC. We're going to be watching. Well, not watching. We've already watched it.
Is there time to watch it? I thought we were going to watch it live and then I could talk about it.
That'd be good.
Real time. I was watching Roman Polanski movies instead this afternoon. He's wonderful.
Oh yeah.
You know about Roman?
Again?
Yeah.
Like how many seconds do we get? That's a new record.
I don't want to forget to say it. I don't want to forget to do it.
That's a new record. Last week, I think, was a record for the longest time we hadn't mentioned Polanski, and now it's
it was almost through the whole thing. Yeah.
I don't have a plan. I just naturally say it. He just comes up in so many conversations. I talk about him every day.
We didn't even mention him. Mm-hmm. I can hear myself echoing, but that doesn't matter.
No, you don't. No, I fixed it.
Cool. We watched a movie this week that I picked. I've been wanting to watch this movie for a long time. I feel like when I was making, because I would like preemptively put movies that I wanted to watch in the future on the schedule. I feel like I have had this movie on there like 4 times and I just kept pushing it back because I thought of a new movie to watch. But this time I actually wanted to watch it. It's the Motorcycle Diaries, which is based on Che Guevara's memoirs, as well as his friend Alberto Granada's memoirs about Che Guevara. So it's based on both. So you're kind of getting both sides of the story with those 2 books, and they've both kind of been put together. And he was also Alberto Granada. He's still alive, I think. He's still kicking it. He was a consultant on this film, so basically they went, like when they were filming this, they filmed it on location. So they actually went through. He had to go on the journey again that he took like 50 years earlier. This came out in 2004. It's directed by Walter Salles, who's a Brazilian filmmaker, very famous Brazilian filmmaker. Che Guevara is one of my goats, one of my greatest of all time. So I really wanted to watch this movie and see how they encapsulated his early life story. How do we feel about this one, boys?
You want to go first time?
I feel like I could predict what he's going to say.
No, you're not.
I could go if you want me to go. It's up to you.
Too many poor people.
Too many pores.
Too many poor people.
This is Latin America, the movie. That's what they should have called it.
Yeah.
Latin
America, not the jungle parts.
The movie,
not the jungle parts.
The musical.
No jungles.
No.
No jungles, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was about Che Guevara because of you. And then,
because of me.
Because of you. Well, yeah, I don't... Motorcycle Diaries, that doesn't mean anything to me until you find out it's his memoir. He's on a motorcycle. But then it's the guy that was in, a guy that's in Cassandra.
Cassandra.
Is it Cassandra? I thought it was Cassandra.
No, it's Cassandra.
Cassandra. Yeah. I thought he was fantastic in this movie. This is the second movie I've seen him in. He's been in a Morisperos and
Itu Mamatami.
Yeah. He's a fantastic actor.
He's really good. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I enjoyed this movie in parts. I think his friend is what what was his name? Alberto? Is that what it was?
Alberto.
Yeah, Alberto. Yeah. His friend is what I think Pedro Pascal could be if he was a better actor.
Oh my God, Pedro Pascal getting praise.
And Pedro Pascal wasn't sexually harassing every woman that he's next to.
Whoa!
Just throwing shots at Pedro Pascal. He's got anxiety, bro. He's got anxiety, bro.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
Only pussy can calm this anxiety.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just telling you from my experience.
The guy playing Human Torch, you want to hold my hand? Get the fuck off me. Away from me. You don't calm me down. But yeah, I didn't know what to expect from this movie, and it was definitely a different experience. It being all in Spanish, it was weird because there were parts where I kind of looked down, and then I was like, "Oh shit, it's in Spanish." I have to look back up.
I look back up. Gotta read the subs.
Yeah, I forgot.
You telling me you don't know Spanish time?
Very little. I'm not that type of Mexican. Not that kind. But yeah. Go ahead, Craig.
Yeah, go ahead, Prag.
This is a movie I saw when it came out, and this movie is very true to the book, which is essentially the letters that he wrote back in his diaries while they were taking this trip in the 50s. And the way they pace this movie is kind of like very like straight to the book, right? So like to me there was some pacing problems. I thought I loved to see all the the locations that they shot were great, and it was beautiful. You don't get to see those parts of South America necessarily all the time because they always want to take you to the Amazon. Like they don't show Chile enough. They don't like. I would like to see a movie set in Montevideo, Uruguay, because like that's a fascinating city. There's so many parts of South America besides Brazil and Argentina, and I'm glad that they showed a lot of those. And I think that was very true to the literature, right? Because it's showing this relationship. It's not like Communist Manifesto, the movie. They're not preaching. It's not a technical discussion of the proletariat. It's about what happened, right? It's their experience and like what they went through and the relationship that they developed and the travelogue part of it. And,
I think that's what I thought the movie was going to be. I'm glad you brought that up. I thought it was
Communist Manifesto.
They were going to his beard slowly starts growing as he becomes more communist.
He eventually wears the hat from the picture.
It just starts growing, and then the last frame is him turning to the camera like this, and it just
it's that picture.
It's that picture.
Yeah.
This is like a testimony, like a gospel almost, right? Because this is Acts, right? So it's almost like something you would see in Mark or John, right? It's just like what he did, right? And not the philosophy around it comes later, and that he, because he wasn't really out here. There's a couple speeches when he talks about unifying Latin America, like a Bolivarian. So at this point, he's not essentially. He might be a Marxist in thought, but he's mostly a Bolivarian, which is like Simon Bolivar, who was like considered the George Washington of South America and was very big on trying to unite the whole continent, right? So like he's trying to appeal to that sentiment because that's a very strong sentiment in the 50s still for the rural peoples and the indigenous peoples, right? And he makes the point that we're all mestizos from the tip of the continent to all the way. So like why we have these state barriers that are created by the colonists, right? And so that's the one point he makes. But like that's not what he's trying to do out here. He's like showing people through his actions his goodwill. He does the time at the leper colony. He's being he's too honest. Like they're trying to find a place to sleep. And like he tells them that he's got a tumor, right? And so like all that stuff.
He's like, but I'm just a medical student, don't worry. And the other guy's like, no, you're a doctor. What are you talking about? He's trying to tell him that it's a treatable thing.
It's like a commentary on his character.
Not. Yeah. He's way too honest. But
except when it's time to hook up at the fucking dance hall, right?
Bro, these two guys are the Rizzlers, right? Like the 1 and 2. Rizzler 1, Rizzler 2.
That whole scene when like they met the sisters.
Yeah.
No, it was just it was an improv workshop, just bam, 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 bam. I was like, oh my god.
And then like they kept upping them, like, oh, we also need somewhere to sleep. What are we gonna do? And they're like, what are we gonna?
The way they brought up the food was so good. He's like, no, I can't say it. He's like, no, come on. He's like, no, I can't eat this and that, whatever. It's a cultural thing. It's a tradition.
I have to eat.
We can't drink wine without eating food. It's just like
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I really like this movie as well. I thought it was fantastic. It kind of reminded me of like Easy Rider. I don't know if you've seen the Dennis Hopper movie. And I'd recently just watched Itu Mama Damian, who also has, which also has Gail. What's his last name? Gail Bernal. And I don't know. Does this guy just like has a knack for like road trip movies? Am I crazy? And like coming of age road trip movies specifically. But
it's a partnership movie too. It's like a buddy cop movie too, right? Because they're always together and they have to they can't move forward without each other. They can't leave each other ever because the movie depends on this. It's a story about this trip, so like they're always going to be together. And so at the end, that makes it more moving.
And it's pretty funny too, like the amount of times that they stack the motorcycle. Like I laughed every single time they
They almost killed a puppy.
Yeah.
A puppy in the bag. God. That's not a safe place for a puppy to ride on a motorcycle in a fucking bag. Doctor.
Yeah.
They almost killed a cow. Ran into a cow full speed.
Like they never showed what happened to that cow that they ran straight into. Yeah. They went too fast, and they were like never had the right treads, and like they were going on loose rocks. The corners
so fast, not even
he's like
attention.
cooking around the loose rocks on the cliff, bro.
I also love in like the 1950s in Latin America, like the newspapers wouldn't do any background research. Like, they just said they're these two doctors who cured 3,000 people, and then, like a day later they're in the newspaper. These two guys
show up back then.
Local legends, it's crazy
because they needed the doctors more than they needed them to be authentic, right? Because everyone's so desperate because there's no infrastructure in this time, right? In all of Latin America, right? So like if you're not in the middle of the big city and you can't call the doctor, you can't call the ambulance, you can't call the police, there's nobody coming, right? It's all very isolated.
And there's some like fantastic like editing as well. Like there's that scene where he's looking over at hey Bagger, how you doing, brother?
Did you call him Brony?
I said buddy.
I thought you said Brony.
No, I didn't say Brony.
Because he is a bro.
Is he a Brony?
Yeah, he's a Brony. My Little Pony.
Is he a Brony?
He's a big Brony. He's a pony Brony. That's what he told me. What did he tell you?
Bagger confirm.
Bagger confirm. Please deny. Please
deny. He agrees. He doesn't want to talk about it right now.
That's crazy.
But there's that scene where he's looking over at the Inca, like.
I must have misheard. I have these things in my ears, and sometimes I don't hear correctly.
Yeah.
He's looking over at like the Inca, like stone, not just the stones, but like the structure,
the masonry,
built, like
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
Well, he's looking at the roads right in the city because he's going to
but the huge structures that they built, like in
traditional capital that they were in, right? Until they changed it into Lima, right? And it's a beautiful, like the crazy thing about the Inca roads is they stretch all through the Andes, beautiful cobblestone roads that they fucking built, right? Which is crazy because these are fucking heavy, massive stones. How they did it is logistical craziness.
Yeah. But like that smash cut from those like beautiful structures to like the slums of I think it was Lima, was just like the contrast was just crazy. I love some of the editing in this movie, and when Gail Bernal is like having his asthma. I didn't know Che was asthmatic. Oh my god, I felt like I was choking like whenever his breath started like.
He's doing it right now.
That hurt my throat.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I don't know how he did that for like 5 minutes straight. It's crazy.
Acting.
It is acting, obviously.
No, but like, but that makes me see that Che Guevara has sympathy for his patients because he knows what it's like to feel like you're going to die of choking to death at any time, like especially in the boat, right? Because if they didn't have that doctor with him or his buddy, then nobody was going to help him and he might have fucking suffocated to death. And so that tells me that he's somebody who understands suffering a little bit more than most people.
Yeah, and he's always questioning the river, like why is the leprechaun colony on the other side when it's not a contagious disease, like, and then eventually he swam across, which Guevara did and Gail Bernal did as well in like. When they filmed this, he swam across the Amazon River. Like they didn't. Well,
the rules that the nuns had were fucking stupid, right? Because like, and like that's a commentary on religion that they made in the film without being overtly talking about like there's just a lot of stupid rules that don't make any sense, and so they're defying them the whole time. And they made the point that the lepers fed them even when they were not getting fed by the sisters, and they made the good point that it's it's not Christian to feed people, right?
That I mean I don't know the whole not Christian to feed people. The nun had a pretty fire rebuttal when she was like,
was like
there's only one rule:
you can't feed the body if you don't feed the soul. I was like, damn. him.
No, there's only one rule: is do unto others as you would do unto yourself. That's the only rule that Jesus commanded. But Jesus only said that you have to do one thing, and that's love thy neighbor. That's the only rule he ever condemned.
Jesus had a lot of bequeathed.
Rules. Yeah, it didn't.
That
Jesus
nun was like debate broing him hard. It was so good.
You're telling me Jesus didn't say bounce that ass? Is that what you're telling me?
No, it was great. And I love stuff like there's stuff that's implied. Like you never hear what his.
They tried to bang him too. They tried to bang the nuns too. I want to mention that. Like I think he likes me. Every scene, they were like whoever. Like I think she likes me.
Yeah, he was a horn dog.
They're 23 years old in this, right? Yeah, and they're older actors. They're more like 30-year-old actors, but they're very, very young, right?
Mm. Yeah, and he plays young. Oh, the real and what's really interesting is when they went on their trip to make the movie, Alberto Granada, they went back to the same leper colony and shot at the same leper colony that Guevara and Alberto Granada was at. And some of the young patients that he treated were still there when they filmed it. So he met up with them again. Like 80 years later. It's not 80, 50 years later. Yeah. It's crazy. I kind of love just how like authentic a lot of the just the people that they spoke to in this movie were. Like, it didn't feel like they hired actors. It felt like they went on a trip and...
Not a lot has changed in the fucking countryside at that rural level in Latin America in 50 years, right? They're still living the same life, generally.
Apparently, yeah. So,
I mean, every time they kept doing those... I don't know what those shots are called, but like the shots where they have like everyone in a group and it's like they did the black and white, whatever.
The black and white,
like every time they did those shots, it just felt like those were not actors.
No, exactly.
They might not be.
They probably weren't. Yeah.
I love the kid in the city that they're doing chewing the cocaine leaves. That was a great scene when they're talking with the ladies, the indigenous ladies, and they're in front of the cathedral, and they're just like discussing like how are things going and like what's going on with work, and are you haven't making enough money? Is there enough work? And they're just like getting testimony from people, and then like they show like you have to chew cocaine leaves if you're going to be at that altitude out there. It doesn't. It's not going to make you high. It's just going to help your blood retain the oxygen, right? So like it's crucial that they chew it, right?
Yeah. And I also love the little kid explaining like the difference between the rocks. Like the Inca rocks are these huge monolithic like things, and then
that are placed correctly, fucking perfectly. Yeah, like no gaps, no seam, and the rest is just like cobblestones. They just fucking shove it together.
Yeah, and then the Spanish ones. What did the kids say? Like this, like he made it really
trash.
He said there's the Incas and then the Incapables, right?
Oh, right, something like that.
Yeah. I was like, that's good. And
you had a burn for him.
See it that like the cobblestone just looks like really haphazardly put together.
Sal will have some sick Spanish burns.
He did. But yeah, no, that was really good. I really like this movie. I also, there's some, like, a lot of implied stuff. Like, I really like that his girlfriend, Chichina, like, she sends a letter to him after he takes too long in this trip. Because this trip was only meant to go for a year, right?
Right.
Yeah, and it ended up going for, like, 3 years.
Right. Because you can't drive a broken motorcycle, two-person broken motorcycle through unpaved roads. It's like the stupidest fucking idea ever.
That's the thing. It's like you're watching the movie. It's like, this is the dumbest idea of all time. But they did that.
But that's what they did back then.
You can't complain about the movie. That was part of it.
Like, they knew they were going to fail. They knew that the fucking thing was going to break down constantly, and that was part of the fun for them. It's almost like Tom Sawyer, like the part when they're on the river, like near the end when he's going to Colombia, like the thatch roof on the river boat thing, like the little. That reminds me of Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn.
They crashed right away with the whole puppy thing, and then they were supposed to spend 2 days with his girlfriend, and she spends 5 days.
Oh well, I would spend 5 months if that's. They should have just stopped there. All right, right, we're here. We did it.
We made it. We got it, guys.
Beautiful fucking resort quality mansion and fucking beautiful women.
It's like, are we in Switzerland?
Yeah, right. Well, people don't understand. There's a lot of Germans there's a lot of Europeans and Germans and Swiss and French that live in Latin America and South America in different enclaves, right? And like, there's that one guy with the tumor, right? And he's talking to his wife in German, and he has a German nickname for her, and there's a lot of that, and especially in Argentina.
I want to know, Time, why have you put not Cuban as your little title thing? I want to know.
Oh, because he, this guy right here, Che Guevara, he's not Cuban.
He is not Cuban. He's Argentinian.
He led a revolution in Cuba.
Right.
One of the places in Cuba, but he's not Cuban. I think that's.
But remember, he believes in a united America, right? So
that's ridiculous. Get out of here.
He didn't even try in his own country.
Yeah, like, a pussy.
Fix your own country first.
Yeah, fix there, then come here.
Well, after the Cuban Revolution, he dipped to Africa, right? And he continued to have revolution be like an active guerrilla, and not somebody who's just like he could have like his buddy essentially started the medical program in Cuba after the revolution, and he was doing that, and Che Guevara went back to the fucking jungles, and that's when the CIA caught up with him eventually.
He was barely involved with like Cuban politics at all. Like he mostly was and then he went to Bolivia,
community organizer.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to govern
for most of the revolution. Yeah,
well, he liked the battle. He liked the organizational part of it, I guess.
But he's also
we can't ignore that he's also believed in violent insurrection too, right? So he believed in armed combat.
Well, when when there was no other options,
right.
I'm glad you brought that point up because that was something that bothered me in the movie. So I don't know too much about him. About him as like the whole what he stands
ideological for. Shit.
Yeah. But in the movie, you go and you see. He's his friend and him are just trying to get by. They're trying to do this, do this trip. But then there's certain instances where he displays like a very human side to him, where he's like he's a bullshitter kind of, but he's also like, oh, I'm gonna do what's right, like the whole tumor thing,
right?
And, just like saying, oh, I can help, I can be doctor and this and that, and all these different things. And then there's that scene where he's sitting with his friend and they're talking, and he's like, in Machu Picchu, and his friend says, "Oh, I'm gonna raise a family and that, whatever, and then I'll raise a community, and we'll get them to vote for change."
Right.
And then his friend, and then Che Guevara is like, "Well, you can't do that without guns."
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I go, where did this come from? He's not like, there's nothing violent
about
that's
where
at all.
He is though.
It was very like,
it's the difference between. Like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, right? Malcolm X believed in armed resistance, and Martin Luther King believed that you could do it through passive resistance.
Hold on. There's nothing up until that point that showed that about like it just came out of nowhere.
That he believed in.
Well, that's his philosophy. He's reading the whole time, right? So he's like eating all these books, and so maybe he came to that realization while they had that conversation, and that's the first time he said that, because he's still only 23 years old, and he's not like he's got any military training or anything else. And like you have to watch the Che movie by Oliver Stone to see what happens after this, and like how he becomes.
You mean not Oliver Stone? It's
I'm sorry. Who directed him?
Soderbergh.
Soderbergh, right? Soderbergh.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that shows like he doesn't like all of a sudden come out of the fucking log cabin all fully strapped and ready to be Rambo, right? You have to learn how to become a fucking soldier, right? And so they have to show all that stuff too. So he slowly.
I also think like
and he's also Bolivarian.
Yeah, but he also went to he saw that communist couple that I love that scene, by the way, in front of the fire. And I love that and I love that guy is the last shot of the film, a grey version of him.
Steinbeck, old.
Yeah.
Very Steinbeck.
But he sees that like mind, and they're based like. I feel like he sees something like that, and he's like, peaceful resistance isn't going to solve this. Like how are you going to solve like this issue with peace? Like it just isn't going to work. Like that's kind of how I saw it. Is like it was it was like the it was so insurmountable.
Well, I mean,
mine
later
is immense.
he'll tell you that he was inspired by the American Revolution, and he was inspired by what we did. We had a violent insurrection as well, right? We didn't like wait to like do it through the Parliament in England. We fucking went to war, and then Boulevard did the same thing. So like that's not like totally out of the question, right? Because unless you have an infrastructure in order to create change through the ballot box, you can't take that route because that route wasn't available. There was no fair and free elections in South America, right? The CIA was running the elections in the majority of South America. The United Fruit Company, the Anaconda Mine, all of the mineral barons, all of the extract resource, all the resources from the South go to the North. Africa and South America and Asia, they all go to Europe and North America for hundreds of years. And that's a product of colonialism. So like, for him to say like, we can't have a fucking election because the Anaconda Mining Company and United Fruit won't let us is like very rational for his position.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And I feel like just him standing like seeing all of those workers just and the rest going home.
I don't believe that scene where I don't think he would have done that. I don't think he would have thrown a rock at the guy because they would just killed him and disappeared him, right? Because there's nobody's gonna like they would have just like got him, right? So, but like it's telling you what it's like putting the scene in to show you kind of like the deal.
We spent years trying to make deals with King George before it came to war. Yeah, literally. Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, of course.
Yeah, sometimes it just like that you're left with no other options, right?
Sometimes it depends on the situation. Absolutely, depends.
What I really like about this movie, because having just seen Itu Mama Tamiyan, which is another great film, but for most of that movie, it is like a coming of age. It's like it has some serious themes and everything. But with this movie, the first half is like it's lighthearted. It's it's a road trip movie. But at some point, the movie just shifts into this really like serious tone, like this, and I wasn't expecting it at all. I don't know what I was expecting from this movie. I haven't read his memoirs, but like I've read the history of Cuba, but not Che's memoirs specifically. But I wasn't expecting it to go to the kind of like places that it goes. Like I didn't think they'd make it to the leper colony. Honestly, I thought their journey would finish before then because of how much trouble they were going through. But like the amount that these two did in like a 2-year span is just like remarkable to me. And that's kind of why like I put this above other road trip movies, is just like how kind of dark and not just dark, but like grounded
it could have been darker. I think they did a good job of keeping it lighter. Yeah, because like it could have just been like a fucking sad story, but the relationship between the two friends, where they're always joking and they're always like still looking for fun when they're in town, and they're not just like pamphleting the fucking town, right? They're at the bar, they're dancing, they're living a life, they're trying to experience reality and to understand reality better, and they're not just trying to show up in town and tell everyone this is how it's going to be. You guys have to have a union now, and this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Like that's not how it works, right? You have to like earn the consent of the people you're trying to help.
Yeah. Also, I just found out the guy that played Granado is Alberto Granado is Che Guevara's second cousin. Yeah, and this is the second time that Gael Garcia Bernal has actually played Che. He previously played it in a movie called Fidel.
Interesting.
Yeah. But like I was just reading about the development, and apparently what was I doing? Where was it? Sorry.
No worries.
He spent 14 weeks reading the works of Jose Marte, Karl Marx, and Pablo Neruda, who's and they read some of his poetry throughout the movie. But yeah, apparently he put a lot of effort into like portraying this figure. So.
Well, it's like they didn't want to make it a fucking preach festival. They just wanted to show, that's why I say it sticks to the diaries, right? Because like if you read his diaries, they're basically just like this episodic they recount what happened. Like, so he's writing to his mom, this is what happened on the road today, blah, blah, blah. So they kind of do that. And like, one of the reasons this isn't a cinema verite film is because it's episodic. Right?
But I feel
because it is a documentary style film.
But I feel like the framing of like a lot of the like the people that they meet and the locations that they meet is like very cinema verite.
Well, I mean, also when he published his diaries, he didn't take the raw diaries. He edited them together because he's still making a political document. He's still trying to illustrate the need for what he perceives a revolution, but he's not doing it in like Common Sense by Thomas Paine, where he's just like fucking just like laying it out academically and legally. He's showing through the lens of like his experience,
his journeys.
Like, this is how I saw the need, and this is what I see. And he's not saying I saw this mining situation and this is what it means. He's saying he just lays out what happened, and the reader can already tell you what it means. It's unjust, right? It's unjust, right? That's the thesis of this. It's not right. It's not fair. And that's why he thinks that you can't fix it through the ballot box because there is no access right now, and so you have to do it through kinetic energy. That's the next one. You go to war, right? And that's what it is. And that's what it is at the end of the day. It's a nice way of saying that. It's a very simple way to say that.
Yeah.
It's not like we have to blow up the fucking thing. They don't say that. He doesn't say that. He just shows you that this is what's happening, the end result, and he lets you come to that realization if you do.
I also want to ask, does this movie have the record for the most dance scenes in the movie, like of all time? There's so much dancing in this movie, like the amount of. Is it that common, or maybe it was in the 50s? Like it was just a very, 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 very common thing, like something you
in
do
South America.
Yeah,
if you go to a bar or a restaurant, people are dancing. It's not like the United States where people are sitting around. Like everyone's dancing. It's calm, and like they're laughing at Ernesto Che Guevara because he can't dance at one point, and like everyone is like the nuns are like ripping him to shreds because like you don't know how to tango, brother. Like everybody knows how to dance. Like they know how to sample, they know how to dance.
It's not that he doesn't know how to tango; it's that he got the dance wrong. Like his friend told him it was tango, but it was the mambo. So.
They can just tell that he's not comfortable dancing, right? And like it's very important for your masculinity to be a dancer down there, right? Because it shows everybody like how you move romantically. It's a physical representation of how you would be in bed theoretically.
No, that's a good point. You a good dancer, Tom? Would you say you're a good dancer?
I'm actually a really good dancer, yeah.
Come on, bro. I've never seen you dance in my life, dog.
We got to see it.
I don't dance in front of people. I can't. I'm shy.
Well, then you're not a dancer, my guy.
I'm a very good dancer.
When are we writing the
Not if you're afraid to dance in front of people.
I'll tell you.
The character looks like he dances, Tom. Let me just say. In Golden Banana,
I don't know.
He looks like he dances.
Will you dance for me tonight?
I danced for you the other day, remember? On the rehearsal, I was dancing. He was commentating on it.
It was a long time ago. That was the day before yesterday.
It was like 3 days ago.
Listen.
Did you teach yourself how to dance, Tom, or did you take classes?
Yeah, he did. Self-taught.
No, I just taught myself. Yeah. I was trying to think. I was like, did I?
and you've had people describe your dance moves as exemplary. As
Flame calls me a good dancer.
That's good to hear.
And she just had to get paid for that, so.
No comment in chat.
So,
God damn it.
I'm not saying shit. What's the next topic?
how would you rate Alberto Granada's dancing in this movie?
11.
Yeah. No, I'd say like.
He gets it. Good energy.
See?
He's making up his own moves.
He can dance. See?
Oh God.
See?
Don't tell him that.
He can dance.
Well, then I want to see more dancing. I want to see more. I want to see more.
Flame is bias.
I've told her if my my dream. I don't know if it's a job, but like my dream thing to do would be to dress up as a mascot because I can just fucking move like any like no one's business because no one knows it's me.
You can do it, but guess what? You can move like a mascot, and people can see you, and people are going to respect you because like you're moving because you want to move like that. But like, don't be shy anymore. Just let it. Nobody cares, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing I can tell you is like nobody gives a shit.
I know. I know.
Send it and like enjoy it.
Their own thing, yeah.
And like the more you do it, you're gonna get over that real fast, and you're gonna really love your new dancing moves all the time.
How do we make time? How do we put time in the Dodgers mascot costume?
They don't have a mascot.
They don't have a mascot.
We have to invent one. He's the new guy.
They typically have a mascot.
I have a mascot for you now.
A giant bobblehead type looking dude. It's so horrifying.
I just looked it up. He's a guy with a huge mouth. Oh my god,
just horrifying. Yeah,
there's a white one and a black one.
It's Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah, the different
big
colors.
mouth is Tommy Lasorda.
The big mouth.
He's a fat bitch.
Who's this? What's this like? Not beaver, but like wolf looking thing.
Beaver?
Not a beaver. He's like a dog. Let me have a look.
I don't know what that is.
Let me bring up what I'm looking at.
The bagger said time is doing I'm not doing a dance scene.
Their mascot is $11 hot dog. That's their mascot.
OKC. That looks AI generated, but that's
terrible.
That's OKC.
That's Oklahoma City. That's a AAA team.
Oh, okay. Why is he wearing a Dodgers shirt?
Because they're like minor leagues, and they can like have they're part of the farm system.
Mm-hmm.
Like the players get better at rookie league, single A, double A, triple A, and then they graduate, matriculate. Right? There's matriculate again. Here it is again. Like you think I got rid of it? I just like certain words, and I figured to bring them back.
Did
Roman Polanski?
when
Kevin, do you want a hit of this? Kevin, do you want some of this?
Let him hit it.
When Ernesto was like crossing the Amazon River so he could hang out with the leper colony, did you guys expect him to have like an asthma attack halfway through and drown? Like I
was hoping
not drown, but like I
thought he was
like
gonna struggle like hardcore.
Yeah. He did sound like he was struggling a little bit.
I love that scene, but I also love the scene that the next 40 minutes of the movie is about his buddy trying to hook up with a prostitute on the riverboat, and all the ends he goes through. Like he starts with $1 in blackjack, and he finally like that's the way. Like he doesn't care about it. All they want to do is fuck, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. It was great. That first conversation they had, it seemed like they were, connecting. But then she's like, "No, I got to work. This is my job." She realized he doesn't have any money.
He goes, "Che, come on, man. Just give me $15. Come on, man.
Just give me that $15."
Che would never give that $15 up, right? He never gave that up. Like he still has that $15. He did? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he gave a couple.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I like when he told it. He gave it to the couple, and the guy's like, "Hey,
fuck you, man.
Now's not the time to be messing with me."
I was also wondering, why did Alberta how much was $15 US dollars worth in Latin America?
A lot.
Like $50.
He thought that was going to fix all of their problems. Like, he was like, this is going to fix our motorbike.
But like, if you have no place to sleep and it's freezing out because it's winter time, like it's cold as fuck in South America. Like, because you're getting like you get further away from the equator, it's freezing cold in Peru.
He made a couple of comments where it was like, they were in a bad position. He's like, you take this $15. We're done for the trip. We are settled. We are set up.
What? I feel like that's like wishful thinking.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah. I also love when when they're like running up the mountain and he falls over and he's like, "This is not humanly possible."
Right. And
like Ernesto doesn't even like react. He just sits down and waits for him, and then that like really skinny poor dude walks past.
He's cruising up the fucking mountain like he does every day
as well. Yeah, and it's like, oh well, I guess it is humanly possible because he does it every day.
They're all in the ditch, like just.
It's crazy that Mesoamerica people, the Incas, built infrastructure in the Andes, right? Okay, it's for one thing to be able to walk all over the place and do that stuff, but then now we're gonna bring all these giant fucking stones, and they're flooding rivers, and they're like using wicker to like navigate river systems to bring these giant cobblestones and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Well, they didn't do that.
The Incas.
What do you mean they didn't do that?
Was
aliens.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. No.
Was Incas were they like slave or serfdom civilization like the Egyptians?
Oh, the Incas?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an empire.
Or did they do it themselves?
Not like the Aztecs. The Aztecs were brutal. But it wasn't. I don't know. I think they just like dominated so much. They really didn't. They would levy taxes and stuff, and they were just more like a federal government that was also providing infrastructure and plumbing and mathematics, and like they did brain surgery. They knew how to do certain surgeries.
Irrigation systems, like
irrigation. They had that scene in the town. When they show the water, she's going out to like do her laundry or whatever, and like the cobblestone, they had the water going down. That's the original fucking
that they designed
aqueduct that they had, right? And the Romans were working with lead. That's the funny thing about the Roman aqueducts, which were brilliant, but were made of lead, and so they were poisoning everyone,
themselves,
right? And so, but one of the problems with these civilizations, Mesoamerican civilizations, is they didn't do anything about trash and sanitation. So what would happen is they would have these beautiful cities, and they would just like pile the shit into trash, and they would have to abandon them, right? Because they didn't have any way of. They would abandon. Yeah, because they didn't have sanitation systems, and so they would like
build another one.
They didn't have garbage men. That's
didn't have garbage men. That was a fatal flaw.
Yeah.
It's like
they would just build on top,
build a new city.
But then another group would come and build on top of that. So like you see some of these pyramids. Some of these pyramids in Guatemala, there are thousands and thousands of pyramidal structures in the jungles, and they're built on top of each other. So you can go down in the soil, and other civilizations that like the Olmecs that predate like the Aztecs were building fucking pyramids and shit. And it's amazing because you look at how crazy it is to like navigate through the trees to get these stones there. But you have to understand the quarries that they got these from were hundreds of miles away. And like nobody knows exactly how they fucking did it, but it was just a lot of manpower and mathematics and like desire.
Absolutely.
And the Aztecs were crazy. They would just like kill people. Like they killed 80,000 people during one ceremony, and they would just have these blood water slides at the top of the pyramid, and they would just like rip people's hearts out, drain them, and just the blood would just like flow. And the Spanish, once they got there, even hundreds of years later, said the stink from the death was so crazy, right? Because they thought that they needed to do that to keep the world going. They thought they had to kill people in order to keep the sun on. You know,
it does. Right. But it doesn't just like we can all agree that doesn't justify the
no, it's not
what the Spanish did in Latin America.
No, everyone was bad though. Everyone was bad.
Time's like
doesn't it though?
No, it doesn't.
Well, you know what the Spanish did is they just used the smaller tribes to work against the Aztecs, for example. So they were utilizing even barbaric tribes that were just as barbaric as the Aztecs to undo the Aztecs, and then they would screw them over later, of course.
Right.
Everybody.
I want to ask Prag, have you watched any other movies by Walter Salles? Because this is my first one.
Can you name some more movies, please? I not recently.
He's directed
The Motor Paris.
Cheaper by the dozen. Central Station is probably his most famous film that he's made.
I don't think so.
He made a remake of Dark Water, which was a Japanese film, a movie called On the
Road.
I
know that one. I've seen that.
Have you seen Dark Water?
Yeah. With,
isn't that
about the
Jennifer Connelly?
Yeah, because that's based on a true story about that hotel in downtown LA.
It's not. It's a coincidence. It came out the same year, but
I saw that documentary.
They wrote the movie before that happened. All of that happened. It was just complete.
Everything in the movie happens in the fucking movie, though, right?
Yeah, like, I know. That's the crazy
thing.
In the
water. That's crazy. What the fuck?
That's the crazy.
Are you sure
thing.
That
the movie came out?
Did the writer say, "Oh yeah, I just made this up" because you didn't want to get caught reading the newspaper?
No. Listen, the movie. Okay, here we go. So
that's a good movie though. The Jennifer Connelly one is vibes. It's really creepy. It's really spooky, and the water ghost effects, the water ghost monster stuff is cool.
Okay, so I need to watch it. Where's the? So the movie came out in 2002, and I'm pretty sure the Hotel Cecil incident happened in like 2003, 2004.
That's wild. Maybe
It
the
is
Hotel
wild.
Cecil kid saw the movie, and so she went up, and she had a mental illness, and she drowned herself in the thing based on the movie. Maybe
Classic
the
copycat.
movie.
So the movie came out in 2002. Eliza Lamb died in 2013. It's so it's like it's crazy that they like it's very similar. But,
yeah, because like to go up there on the roof and to find the water thing, you have to know that that's up there, kind of like, because like I would never think like they have a water thing on the roof, right? Like I don't think about like when I'm at a hotel, I'm not like I assume there's plumbing, but they have a water like capture device, and then it goes down because the hotel can't do the plumbing straight up. I guess I don't fucking know. So like it's weird.
So this film, The Motorcycle Diaries, it was nominated for best adapted screenplay and best song. I don't know which song it was. I don't remember from the movie, but adapted screenplay.
I would buy that because they did a great job of actually like if you're like how like when you're in school and you don't want to read the book, you try to watch the movie instead, like if you're a kid.
And then accurate to it.
This was super accurate because like if you did that in most cases, you're going to miss a lot of the things that are in the book, right? And like to my knowledge, like they pretty much nailed the
well, they had the guy on set, like so.
Well, they had the original text too, and
they
made a choice.
Text, they got both. They
didn't want to embellish.
It's based on both of them, so you know which stuff is true.
It feels very historical. It feels like it's a document. This movie, like it's something for people to like review historically in later generations to find out when they learn about these issues. Like to look at this. It's not like they're making stuff up to make it more interesting. There's no like they didn't add a scene where some wacky thing happens for content.
Sorry, I'm just looking up because
of course they sacrifice people. We still sacrifice people, Bagger. We sacrifice people all the time in this country. We do. We do sacrifice people.
We do, yeah.
Absolutely.
To the prison system.
Like when we invaded Normandy, all those Marines that hit the beach were meant to die. That's what they're for. They send people to absorb damage, and then you can bring the tanks and the other machines up. That's what landing on the beach means. They're sending you to die, and so we do sacrifice people.
So last year he directed a film called I'm Still Here, which I think I need to look it up. But I think I need to look it up, but I think it's the second film to be nominated for Best Picture and Best International Feature, the first being Parasite.
Yeah.
And Parasite won, obviously, but I think this is the second time that's happened. Let me just check. You guys keep talking. I'm still looking at it.
What are you trying to look up now? Like, what are you trying to?
No, it's the third one. The Zone of Interest was the other one, which was really good.
We're talking about like, have I seen other of his films? I saw Dark Water.
You saw Dark Water. He is the third richest filmmaker in the world. He's the heir to a
what is going on here?
Itu Unibanku, whose fortune.
What has he made
after
this? Can you tell me what he made after this movie?
I'm Still Here, which was nominated for Best Picture and Best International Feature. That was last year.
Okay.
I need to watch that. I heard it was good.
Got a lot of work to do.
I know. Do we have any final thoughts before we get into just?
I think Roman Polanski would have liked this movie.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. I just know Roman. I just know my guys.
You guys hang out?
Yeah, we're gonna have a call. We drops into the Discord after these episodes, and we talk about the movie together.
Yeah.
the after show.
It's time to sum up.
When's he going to be on Golden Banana? Polanski. I heard he's a pretty good actor.
I don't want to get Lance banned, so I'm gonna have him pop up. Like he's not gonna expect it, and then Roman Polanski's gonna be there. And it's gonna be like, who's that? Who's that? He won't know who it is. He doesn't know who Roman Polanski is. So like, don't worry about it. I'll just tell him it's my cousin Steve or some shit.
He's shadow directing Steven Spielberg, who's shadow directing. What's the other one?
Tobe Hooper.
Yeah. It's just a constant shadow directing line.
Grist for the mill bagger.
Michael Bay's
grist
in
for
there
the
at
mill.
some point.
They're just washing rock in the society, bagger.
That'd be the worst movie. Oh my god.
Too many cooks is what it is.
Way too many cooks. But yeah, do we have any like scenes that stand out to you guys from memory?
In this movie?
That we haven't spoken about? Yeah, that we haven't spoken about. I really like the way it sets it up with the family and everything as well. Like his family are like, no,
his
don't
sister
do this.
It's so sad to see him go. He's been rizzing his own sister. They rizz everybody. Like if you're a 20-something female in Latin America, you're getting rizzed by these two. This movie should be called The Rizzskulls, and it should be starring Garfield and Snoopy, and this should be about them rizzing their way through South America. Why are you laughing?
Garfield and Snoopy.
Yeah,
playing Che Guevara.
It's the kids' version. Yeah, Snoopy is Che, right?
Yeah.
The fatty could be played by Garfield.
Yeah. Also, I love that he calls his friend Alberto the pilot, even though, like, Che rides the motorcycle for 90% of the movie. Like, what was Alberto there for?
I don't know.
Besides...
I would have gone on that trip on one motorcycle. I'm going to need my own motorcycle, my guy. Right? That's the first rule. Like, I'm not rolling up into Valparaiso with you on the back of my fucking bike, dog.
Guys, we should do it. We should do a trip from... Canada all the way down to
you should do Australia, and you should go all through Australia, getting into adventures and creating creating Marxism. Like you go to the mining village. Marxism. Yeah, you should be manufacturing consent for your revolution in Australia this summer.
I should be building. Yeah, I should be building. The community.
The first instance of pushback. I'm heading back. Heading back to the fucking beginning.
The motorcycle like wobbles a little bit. You're done.
Nope, let me out. I'm out of here.
I would have to crash one time. That hurts. Like they showed him, like he had that fucking cut on his leg.
I made it a motorcycle crash. So
you did? That's
like? I could show you my toe. It's got a big scar on it.
Show me.
Show it
right now.
Yes.
Show toe.
Foot reveal. Foot reveal. At Wiki Feed, get ready. Screenshot it. You got your screenshot up?
This one.
Got him.
All right.
Can't see it.
Can't see it.
Can't see it. Can't see it.
I need a light on that bitch.
Light source.
Hold on.
Is it on the top or the bottom?
His mom's gonna walk in. What are you doing?
Big toe.
I see it. Ew.
Yeah. That's from Motorcycle Crash in Thailand.
Oh.
Ew, gross.
I'm going to upload that to the Discord.
He's a freak.
Oh, no.
Gross. I didn't know. I wouldn't make a show with you if I knew your feet were like, I have 5-star feet. Feet are very important to me, JC. Like, you have to have nice feet to make a show with me, and I don't like that.
I wish my scar was a cool scar. I wish it was like across my face or something. Rather than
like Harry Potter?
My fucking toe. Yeah. Rather than my scar.
You go to the doctor. Can you take the scar off this and put it right here, please?
Yeah. Can you make this one look normal and this one?
Can you just give me a scar?
Can you mess my shit up?
Yeah, you have fucking Barney Rubble feet, bagger. I already know about your feet.
I wonder if that's a thing, like people getting like artificial scars to make them look cool.
Has to be.
Surely, like people pay surgeons to give them a scar.
The Nazis used to have these scars on their face from dueling. They're called dueling scars because they used to sword fight. And so, like if you were going to be an officer, you had to have like been hit in the fucking face with a sword. And so they had all these so you see them in Indiana Jones. They all have these scars here. Those are from
fucking
dueling.
Idiots.
Yeah,
no, it's
I'm just saying, bro. They're into some weird shit, dog.
It's like from dog shit.
Are you against Nazis, JC? That's so brave of you. You're so brave.
I'm gonna be on the record and say I'm against
You're
Nazis.
Brave. Wow,
that's crazy.
Good for you, JC. You're gonna get a lot of letters.
I would punch a Nazi if I met one.
Whoa!
What are you gonna do if they punch back, though, my guy? Like, you have to be ready for a fight if you're gonna do that shit.
Back again? They're all pussies.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Be careful.
Be then, bitch.
Just be careful, dog. Be careful out here, bro.
Yeah. But no. Do you want to rate this one up?
Let's do our final review.
I love this movie. I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, I'll let Prag go first because I picked it.
This movie was a historical document as a drama. So like usually when they make like a movie that's supposed to be like a document about history, it's usually cheesy. And so they made a very compelling drama that's also something that you could point to as a reference to, because it's really based very closely, in my opinion, to the text. And I thought it was like interesting to see different parts of South America, and like it was fun to like, you know, get more out of this, because like I've saw it when it came out, and like I've read it and stuff like that, but just to see it again, I felt like it did tip me on a little snooze around midway, right? And like I was getting a little tired, and like there's some scenes where they stretched. Like I think the river scene was a little bit stretched. I mean, sometimes they took a 15-minute scene and they stretched it to 25 minutes. And I think this would have been a 97-minute movie, and then just as well. And sometimes the pace was a little off for me. I love the pace in the dancing scenes and the interactions with the community members that they experienced. I thought the pace was great for those. But sometimes they just kind of like got really into like their relationship, and it was like kind of like pressing, in my opinion. So I think this was a very competent movie. I enjoyed it. I give it 81, and yeah, I recommend it for any Snoopy and Garfield fans and Riz fans. If you want to learn, if you're a young man and you're listening to these terrible podcasts telling you how to Riz, don't listen to those guys. Watch this movie. These guys know how to Riz. They're fun.
They're the guys. Yeah.
Be nice and fun. That's how you Riz. Be nice and fun, and that's it. And be smart and intelligent and cute.
Don't take no for an answer.
And dance, and you got to dance with mommy. Mommy wants to dance.
Don't take Time's advice ever.
Don't take no for an answer.
All right, you guys go. I'm done. I'll mute up here.
What's Time? How are you feeling? What's your final thoughts?
I thought I'm going to be very, very
have you been lying
American here? Very American here. Too much talking in Spanish. Too much. I had to read it too much. Way too much.
Coming from a Mexican.
Yes, Mexican is not Spanish, but yes.
I know, but
yeah, no. I mean, there's some stuff that I had to look down and I heard, and I was like, oh, I know what that is. So I was like in and out. But yeah, and it
should all movies be in English, Time?
No. Not all of them. This one's just a lot. But I mean, it's because it's a 2-hour movie. You know that. I felt like I didn't have any time to kind of like look down and look up. Yeah, like what about when Time has to look down for 2 seconds and look back up?
They should have thought about that.
They should have thought about that. God damn them!
Damn it!
Again, it's a 2-hour movie. It did drag a little bit. Any interaction that the two main characters had with literally anyone else was great. These two guys, Che and Alberto, their chemistry as the actors, like really just showed, like it came off really authentic and real. You know, like the arguments they had, the discussions they had, the looks they would give each other when they were unsure about things. The dialogue felt very natural, especially too when they were talking to that guy and they were telling he had a tumor, and they were kind of going back and forth off that. And he was like, you know, they're kind of hesitant on what they should or shouldn't say. That was like super, like, you know, like it came off very natural. Like, no, let's fuck with this guy so we can get our thing. And the other guy's like, no, I can't. Yeah. So the main guy, Gail, wasn't it? Gail Bernal. He's becoming one of my favorite actors. He's fantastic.
We need more of him. Have you watched the Marvel short, the werewolf?
No, I haven't. No.
You should watch it. He's really good in that.
Is he like one of the main guys in it, or
he's the main guy?
Okay, yeah. He's fantastic. He really made this movie enjoyable for me. Having said that, I didn't enjoy this movie as much as I wanted to. So for that, I'm going to give it like a 62. But I had to deduct 5 points because it didn't have
the Motorcycle Diaries.
Didn't have that.
So they didn't 57. Say the Motorcycle Diaries.
What a shame.
57, yeah.
Wow.
57.
That's the Polanski rule, Chad. If you're new here,
that's what we call it.
Like you deduct it. It's officially if like they don't say the name of the movie, we have to like he deducts 5.
Right.
That's what he does.
Blame Che for that. He didn't put it in his memoirs.
He didn't say,
so he didn't put it in the movie.
When he's like, and that's why this is a
diary.
Motorcycle Diary.
I guess this is just a motorcycle diary.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they had to do.
I know how to do it. Like they don't like maybe they should have hired me. I could have punched it up. Yeah. They should have let me punch it up.
But yeah.
Yeah. I love this movie. I think it confirmed a lot of things that I understood about Che, or really like how he got to be who he was, because that's the kind of that like the later stuff that he does in like Cuba to me is like what I find really inspiring. But you know, he kind of came out of nowhere, and like you know, learning about you know how he developed that kind of mindset and everything was really interesting. And yeah, and I thought this movie was beautiful. I didn't even like speak about like the scenery and the way everything was shot. It was just gorgeous. So yeah, I loved this movie. I'd put it like at an 85. I think I thought it was really good. And yeah, I hope to see more Gal Bernal in more stuff. I think he's a fantastic actor. Yeah,
I did think. I don't know if you guys watched the director's cut version.
Is there a director's
cut?
There's
a director's cut version. At the very end, you know, they show the final shot of the communist guy, whatever, the couple. They show that shot, and they show Alberto, the real him. You saw that, right? Him, yeah. And they cut to black again, and at the very end, they show Bernal walking through a field. And
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? And then he just looks up, and then it cuts to black again, and it says, "Che will return in
in Che Part 1."
In a college poster that your roommate has. That's where you saw. That's when you see him again, usually with a bandana.
You mean me? I have that thing in my room. Yeah. But what was I?
I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna say like, and then the third one like there's Thanos like.
He does the Thanos and he turns, and then the first stone is Cuba.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Wait a minute, is that when they came up with Trotsky and Lenin and Stalin and Mao and create the fucking communist committee, the central committee?
In Kingsman, wasn't that a thing in the?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah. They be called the central committee.
Will return.
The Politburo. Nice.
What are we doing next week, Brad?
I think you guys think I'm joking.
I thought you were joking.
I'm not joking. No. We are seeing 1981, starring Faye Dunaway in Mommy Dearest.
Mommy Dearest.
I'm not going to tell you about this. This is a good movie. Like, you're going to enjoy this movie. It's a crazy movie.
Wire hangers.
Is this?
Have you guys seen this?
Have
you seen it? You saw it?
I saw a long time ago, though.
A long time ago. That's when I haven't seen it since like the 80s, I feel like. You've never saw it? Okay.
No,
I was like scrolling through movies trying to find one. Like find one that wasn't like something I've seen a million times, something that, you know, like I know how everyone's going to react. I wanted to find something that we could like experience like novelly. That I remember it was pretty good, but I don't remember exactly how it went. So like I just remember it was like really great performances by Faye Dunaway and the other people. So like I thought, why not?
Playing Joan Crawford.
Also, I have one thing I want to mention. Do you think it was the right thing for Che to do to criticize that guy's book and say it was shit?
I forgot about
that. That was the best scene where he's just like, this is dog shit.
He criticizes him, and then he's like, you expect the guy to take it a certain way, and he's like,
autistic? Is Che Guevara autistic? That's what I was saying a lot of my time, right? Because he didn't know like why that was like an inopportune time, but like it paid off for him because people respected him for that, and like that seems to be a theme.
Well, he says his critique, and then he's like, it's really cliche, and uses a lot of words and say the same thing.
And then he said the last third was like difficult to get through. Not difficult. He said it was really poorly written, so it was difficult to read.
Yeah.
If someone said that to me, I'd be done. That'd be it.
It's like there's a lot of cliches this and that one, and then the guy's like, oh, but like people like that, right? And then that's when he goes, no, the last third was really hard to get through. It was all like it was a mess, and the guy's like, well, you guys better get on your fucking boat. but then he does go, you were very honest with me. Not everyone's honest with me. And then he kind of looks at Alberto and is like, you motherfucker.
Well, I'll tell you what, he fucked up, though, because you can give that report to the guy, but you have to give it in a way that's constructive criticism. And constructive criticism says, I didn't like the way you did this. This is maybe what you could have done. And like that, but then you get into an argument. But I know. And then you get into an argument because then the guy's like, well, why do you know? You never wrote a book, and then you're off the races.
Could you imagine being that doctor?
That's what you should do.
And it's like, yeah, Che reviewed Che Guevara, who wrote Diaries and is an international bestseller. He wrote and changed the country.
The point of criticism isn't to like destroy or lift up anything. It's to try to like reveal it and to make it better, or to improve it.
Shut up, Prag. Time races hand. Yes, Tom?
I want to see what that did.
Is that new?
Did you see that on your end?
Yeah, it's new.
No, you guys aren't allowed to speak now.
Sorry.
All right, thank you everyone for coming to the Three Grandmas podcast. This has been so much fun.
The Golden Bananas on tonight. Don't forget, everybody.
What time is that?
What time does that start at? 10 or 11? 11?
When do I have to tune into
12,
Twitch?
I think it's 10. I think it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, I can't wait.
In an hour. So we got to get over there because I think everyone wants to get ready.
I think it's like an hour and a half, yeah.
Looking forward to it, boys.
Yeah, we have to block. I want to make sure we block this bitch correctly. Right?
Check out Lance from Saints.
This has been great.
Golden Banana. Every
Lance
other week.
isn't here.
Great. Yes.
Do you imagine helping Lance on a show every 2 weeks and he doesn't come to your podcast about movies and he's a movie director? That's the ultimate insult.
Goodbye.
Did he say he was coming back in Halloween? Is that what he said last time?
I don't care anymore.
Who knows what he says? Bye.
He's not allowed to be on the show anymore.